So first, let's talk to both the Swedes and the Finns. These are magnificent NATO partners. Their forces are completely interoperable with ours. We exercise at an extremely high level, as you have seen here. Marines, aircraft, these are magnificent partners, as well as Georgia, one of our partners that participated in this exercise. And so we have a great military-to-military relationship. We have a great exercise relationship, and we look forward to continued cooperation with all three of the partners that participated in here. As far as the plans for the Baltic states, as you know, part of the Wales Summit was that we were tasked to develop a new series and type of plans to be used for all of our NATO nations, in the south as well as in the north. And next week at the Defense Ministerials, we expect that our approach to planning for all of the nations, north and south, to be approved by the defense ministers. And our plans will be more detailed and more capable than the plans we held in the past when we were looking at Russia as a partner.
Final question?
Vitko Hanka, Czech National Public Radio. Obviously, it's not only about Voltovs, there are other exercises going on. Should we prepare ourselves for a kind of intensive exercise, more intensive exercise activity in this region because of the kind of tensions with Russia?
So once more, I refer back to the Wales Summit and the conclusions that we made in Wales Summit. And what I was tasked as the military commander of NATO was to develop a series of assurance measures which were to have presence of NATO forces in the northern states, in the center nations, and in the southern nations, and that presence would be across all media, air, land, and sea. A little hard to do sea in the middle, but you know what we mean. All three mediums in all three locations. And so we have done that in a mixture. Some rotational, persistent presence, as you have seen, some ground forces here working with each. And then on top of that, a series of exercises that also increased our ability to train and have interoperability work with each other. So yes, you will see a sustained piece of work. Again, modest, defensive in nature, completely announced ahead of time, open and transparent what we're doing with our exercises and our assurance measures. And I think that's to be put against what we see in SNAP exercises and other things that are happening out there, especially when some of those SNAP exercises, as we have seen in the last year, turn into a force that goes across a border and changes internationally recognizes borders by force. Unacceptable.
So we have one follow-up question.
Thomas about Defense 24. In case of the rising tensions with Russia, what do you think about the repositioning of heavy equipment for a heavy brigade for American forces in Europe? What do you think about it?
So again, I refer back to Wales, and in Wales, one of the things that our senior-most leaders of our nations asked us to look at was pre-positioning equipment and supplies forward for all the nations to look at that opportunity. Now in my United States hat, my United States Commander's hat, the United States is considering pre-positioning equipment forward. That decision hasn't been finalized yet, and we look forward to whatever those decisions are. But again, NATO senior leaders asked all the NATO nations to look at pre-positioning equipment and supplies forward, and so this is open to all the nations.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming today. If you have any questions, I'll stand off to the side for just a minute. So, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you all very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.